Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to review The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And I thought it was appropriate for me to review it today because I finished it yesterday, so I'm like, I know everything about the ending, I know what happened, I know what didn't happen and everything like that. So I was really interested to do this series review with you guys. But also I asked you guys on Instagram if you were interested, because for me it's important to know if you guys are interested, and most of you were, so thank you for voting. And also I just wanted to say, now that I'm talking about Instagram, for you guys to go and follow me on my social media. I use Twitter or Instagram, but I also sometimes use Snapchat, so you can go follow me on that 3 social media platforms or apps. And also I just wanna give you guys, the thank you note of you guys for sticking with me. I know it has been kind of like 2 weeks or so that I haven't posted anything. It has been a really intense month of October. I love October. I think October is my favorite month of the year, apart from February, which is my birthday. But October for me is really nice month, although it's a really busy month. So thank you guys for sticking with me, and thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. And for you guys who haven't subscribed to my channel, go and subscribe and like this video and share it, because we have been growing a lot, and I can't wait to review and see more movies with you guys and talk about the movies and series that we like. And the year is almost done, but next year is gonna be an intense year, so I just can't wait. So I'm gonna start by reading what the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is. So I'm gonna put it on the screen for you guys to follow my reading. And well, let's start. So this adaptation of the Sabrina Teenage Witch Tale is a dark coming-of-age story that traffics in horror and the occult. In the reimagined origin story, Sabrina Spellman wrestles to reconcile her dual nature, half witch, half mortal, while standing against the evil forces that threaten her family, including aunts Hilda and Zelda, and the daylight world humans inhabit. Karina Shipka, Mad Men, the one that was on Mad Men, leads the cast in the titular role of the show that is based on a comic series of the same name. So, if you guys didn't know, I think this is important. They actually, started filming on season 2, like I think this month. So I do believe we are gonna have season 2. I believe on 2019, but I think it will be hopefully not until October, hopefully until March or April. But I'm excited, to see, more about this show. A lot of people were watching it, and this show has 10 episodes. So I do not think it's a really boring type of show. I think it's a really interesting show, and it's a really different show from the 90s Sabrina that we know. But as I've been talking about before, this story is based on the comics, that is based on the comics that most of us don't know about, to be honest. Roberto Aguirre Sancasa is the writer of these comics, and he really wanted to make these worlds a reality with Netflix. And thankfully he had, I think he signed with Netflix like 3 years ago to with post-production, and now we are having the second season. And he actually signed for 2 seasons. So and Netflix was just like, okay, you can have 2 seasons, but I really do believe it's gonna have 3, because it was a trending topic on Twitter like all October. So I'm really looking forward for this show to grow and to have like a Riverdale crossover. Hopefully we will have a Riverdale crossover, because I do love Riverdale. And I love the story. Since the very beginning I was a little bit, I was like, okay, let's see what happens. I'm not gonna have high hopes, but hopefully this is gonna be good. So apparently it had a really big impact on me, because I really loved Sabrina. Kieran Shipka, which I just can't say her name right, but her, Kiernan Shipka, was a really great addition to this cast because she really knows how to portray her emotions and her acting as Sabrina. And I do believe Sabrina has this kind of like inspirational type of vibe. I think she really fights for what's right, and that's just like really, really empowering for me. And we also have her friends, and one of her friends, which I do believe her name is Susie, is a lesbian girl, which in my opinion it was a little bit harsh to watch how big boys and the bullies really hit her. And it was really hard for me to watch that because I'm all against fighting and I'm a peace lover, so it just was really hard for me to watch a little girl being kicked at by some stupid guys that were bullies at the beginning. And this is like at the second episode or something like that, so I was just like really worried for this girl. And also, let me just check out the cast because there's a lot of people here. Apparently we have as well Rosie, which is one of the best friends of Sabrina, and she is like I could say psychic. She knows what's happening around her, and she I think she has a really cool character. I was really looking forward to see more of her this season because we didn't have, I think it was on the 3 last episodes we saw a little bit of what her powers were gonna be, but I really want to see more of her. I think she's one of my favorite characters here. She really looks and gives you this vibe of also empowerment and decision making and everything. I also loved Madame Satan, which is played by Michelle Gomez, and she for me was a really big addition to this cast. I think she portrayed Madame Satan really well. I think she is one of the best on this cast. She really gave me the chills sometime in the series. I really was nervous of what she was gonna do to Sabrina and her family, so really good casting with that. Also Zelda Spellman, played by Miranda Oro, she's not one of my favorite characters here, to be honest. I really do not like how she fights with Hilda. I think it's really sad how Hilda answers to Zelda in a way. It's just really difficult to explain if you haven't watched the series. But if you watch the original series, the 90s series, it's a really different vibe that I have with Zelda and Hilda. And here I have a love-hate relationship, which I don't really like. I also, talking about Zelda and Hilda, Lucy Davis, who plays Hilda, she's amazing as Hilda. Although I have to say, Hilda is not one of my favorite characters here. I think she needs more of a voice in this cast. I love how Hilda on the 90s show was, and I really do want her to have more lines and more hard, empowered lines. I don't know, but she's a really great aunt to Sabrina, because I think she was forced to be on the Book of the Demon or something like that, that Sabrina is, I could say, forced to sign. So I think she really understands Sabrina on that aspect, that she knows that she is not doing the right thing, but I really like her in that aspect. But one of my favorite characters of this series is Ambrose. I really like him. I think he is an amazing cousin to for Sabrina. He is a warlock who knows what he's doing, and he's a really intelligent one because he actually studied in Oxford a while ago, and he has a really good curriculum, I could say, and he understands a lot of what Sabrina is dealing with, and he has this experience. I think he is more like Salem in a way, because Salem in this series he does not speak, which is really sad, but I do believe he's gonna speak on the next season, so crossing fingers, you guys. But I think Ambrose in this season is like kind of like Sabrina's Salem. He gives Sabrina advice and suggestions, and helps her with dealing with heartbreak and a lot of things. So I really like him a lot. Talking about heartbreak, Harvey Kinkle, played by Ross Lynch. I really do not like Ross Lynch, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of his acting ability, to be honest. I wish we could have had a better Harvey, because for me Ross Lynch is like cute, but on the comic I do believe that Harvey is more like he's not that dumb, and in this season I do believe he's like a coward, and that's just, in my opinion, it's just like I didn't like that aspect of Harvey in this season. Although I could say that Harvey's family is a witch hunter family, which is very interesting, and I really want to see what they do with that, because I think it's really interesting to see the relationship between a witch and a witch hunter. It's just like, that's just so mind-blowing to me. But Ross Lynch, by the 2 final episodes he did a really great job, but throughout the season 1 I didn't like him a lot. I think he was just like, nah, whatever, there's better characters here. But yeah, I mean, hope we see more of Harvey and everything. Talking about Harvey and everything like that, I also really liked Prudence and all the sisters. I think they all do a really great addition to this cast, although Prudence is my favorite, played by Tati Gabrielle. She is one of my favorite characters in this cast. The sisters for me are whatever, to be honest. They're not very convincing to me, to be honest, but I really like it. I mean, I really want to know what happened to Sabrina, what will happen to Sabrina, by being part of, the sisters, because at the end, spoiler alert, she seems like she's, doing really well with them. So, let's see what happens. But I really like the sisters. Talking about the sisters, there's, Father Blackwood, who is played by Richard Coyley, and he is really interesting. He really portrays like a vampire type of mister. It's just really weird to me to see that, but he would be a great vampire, to be honest. Hope we see vampires in this, in the next season. I really want that, because apparently vampires do exist on this universe. But I would say that Richard does a really great job by portraying this power and this, kind of like vampire type of director, I could say. It's really interesting, and I really liked the character. I really want to see what happens next. Also, I could say, what else I'm missing? This love triangle that Sabrina has with this other boy, I forgot his name, but I'm not really looking forward for the triangle. I am not, I want to see what Sabrina does with this boy, because apparently she got over Harvey really fast. But I really want to see the triangle, what happens with Harvey and this guy and Sabrina. I really hope we see more of that. which I do believe we will. But really looking forward to for that triangle. And you know, I would say that this series, I would give it like a 9 out of 10. I really like the scenery, I really like the story, I really like the acting. I really felt that I was, you know, in a witchy type of you know, place or village, which is very appealing to me. You know, I love that type of things. I love witchy things and everything like that. But you know, it's really interesting because they say like praise Satan and everything like that, and I'm just like, ugh. I just gets me chills when they say that, because for me it's not something normal. But really looking forward for the next season, because it's a series that if you like creepiness, gory, I could say comedy type of things or series, I think this is the series for you. But if you do not like witchy things, and if you don't like, you know, those type of things, I really do not recommend you guys to watch it, because it's not a very, I could say if you are 13 under, you should not watch this series, because it's like it deals with religious stuff that, you know, I do not recommend if you don't have your religious mindset ready. But in my opinion, it's a really well done series, and now I know why Netflix really decided to give Roberto another season. Like really looking forward for the crossover of Riverdale. I'm not sure if that will happen, but you know, if they see that the cast of Riverdale and the Chilling Adventure of Sabrina could do that, and you know, also with the story and everything, that will be such an awesome thing, you know, for both of the series. It would have like a really big impact. So yeah, so looking forward for the next season. If you guys are wondering if I do recommend this series, again, yes, I do recommend it, but it depends on what you are looking for. You know, if what you are looking for, because it's nothing related to a 90s series. If you like the 90s series and if you don't like horror or gory or, you know, anything like that, you should not watch the series. But if you like, you know, witchy type of like Oktoberfest movies or series, I think this would be a really nice touch for that. So yeah, I mean, this is my opinion about every single cast and character and everything. So really looking forward again to a next season. And if you guys really like this series, please comment down below what was your favorite part, what are you most looking forward to. And yeah, I mean, thank you guys for watching my videos again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.